Oi, hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, good evening, and good time zone. And welcome in, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for everyone for being here. I know it's an off-stream night for me, so I appreciate everyone who is still showing up. And listen, be hello, hello. Thank you for the Steves in the chats. And speaking of, hello, Stephen. Cheers. Good evening to you, Stephen. Welcome in. Who else do we have? We have hello, hello, Sahana, ahoy, ahoy. Cerulean Riley, ahoy, and thank you very much for the host. Unholy Glee, bayed by Panda. Well, we certainly don't want to disobey the Panda, so I very much appreciate you following and coming over. Thank you very, very much for that. Yep, good time zone, Cerulean, hello, hello, and Panther, doing a bit of a lurk for a bit. No worries at all. Yep, salute for the sponge. Always salute the sponge, our orbiting comrade. Heroes treat redemptions in just a moment. Mac, hey, hello, hello. Guess which mug I have. I love whenever that happens. It's great. And Val. Please, Valkyries. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Remember to host. Yes, thank you very much, everyone. I saw the hosts coming in as we were going. Thank you very much for that. That is very much appreciated. I always forget to do that. I always forget unless other people do it. I will do that. Yes, gotta bring the Dias and Kyros for the epic encounter. Well, I believe let's start with the Kyros Treat Redemption, because Panther led us in with that. Oh, a giant bag of Kyros treats, all prepped and ready to go. You can't quite see him down there, but he just hopped his head up. Oh, no, I totally get the head empty, forget to do things. I've told this, I've said this to people in streams before. I will forget. I will not host unless someone else does it first, because it is just not a thing I think about. I'm sorry. It sucks. That's not the way my brain. But I will always jump on the host trains when I see them start going. So, because that's like, oh yes, I should do that thing. But first, let's give some Kyros treats. That's very important to do. Nice big doggo biscuits, ready to go. Right there, he's ready. He's popping up. He's like, oh yes, it is time. Jamie, ahoy, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Ooh, the Artful Escape. That is very high on my list of games I need to play soon. All right, ready? Do this. And we're up. Bro, let's do that. Oh, so gentle. Who's the reward the weight? Broken 2 bits. Oh, speak about head empty. We're gonna keep trying. Twice in a row yesterday. That was my fault, I thought. That was on me. Go back to other tricks. tried to go for it, but that's okay. He's like, yes, like Harry assesses a pro before he decides whether to put in the effort. Yeah, he does. He very much does. He bows, he does. We worked a lot on the bow. Dear Steamforce, 1/16th scale Kyros mini win. There is one. There is a Kyros mini. I have it. I've painted it. Give me a moment. And in fact, if you were to do, because I added some new commands for tonight, if you were to do Steamforged in the chat. Oh, it is very small. But if you do Steamforged, you'll get a link to all of Steamforged's wonderful products. And also Epic Encounters will give you, as everyone's like, press the link. If you do Epic Encounters as well, that is the link for the stuff that we are specifically going through tonight. And I believe I saw it in the midst there. Hello, Panda. Hi, welcome in. They do excellent doggo minis. It is true. It is very true. They put out, so the Kickstarter for Faraway Sea had an update today. They got the final test prints of and they put up some of the minis for those, including the koala and the orangutan. So good. So good. I can't wait. They're going to be amazing. You know what he's waiting for. Did you see the picture Ross posted earlier? I don't know that I did. What was the picture that Ross posted earlier? We need Kyros in the video game movement outfit to get his animations. Yes. Yeah, in one of those like the mocap suits with all the balls on them. His con season is in full swing. So many boxes in his intro. Oh no. Oh no. I'll have to look at that later, because yeah, Alright. But he was like, thank you to understanding roomies. Yeah, see, I'm fortunate because my roomies are him and Sanya, so I don't have that problem. That's easy. So, without further ado, we're going to start diving into some boxes because I'm very excited. So, full disclosure on this before we get into this is we're doing an unboxing. We're diving through all of these. It's important to disclose Steamforged did send me these things. So, like, hashtag sponsored content. As always, I will be completely honest. There's no, like, please say certain things about it. So, they're just like, here, showcase our stuff. So, I'm more than happy to do so. You can expect honest opinions from me, as always. But it is important to disclose the stuff was sent to me for preview/promo purposes. So, with that out of the way, and for the record, that does not apply to the Stormbird that we will be painting in February. I bought that shit myself because I really wanted it. Kyros and Sanya, very judgy and hard to appease roomies, required extra pets. Kyros is easily. Sanya is a roomie who will be more than happy to voice his complaints, and does so regularly when he decides it is time for second breakfast, third breakfast, fourth breakfast. Sanya's a very vocal cat. Well, at least when he is upset and he has decided that I am not giving him enough food, which is a lie. He gets plenty of food, he just wants more of it. But we're gonna move over to the dead. He is a true hobbit kitty. We are going to do, and for the record, in Faraway Sea, there is a barbarian cat that I'm painting as Sanya. Did you forget his allowances? Oh, he will not let me forget his allowances, nor will he let me forget his lunch, nor his high tea, nor his afternoon snack. Certainly not his dinner, nor his supper, nor his midnight snack, nor any of this. Yeah, Sanya hasn't even had breakfast yet, Pirate. That's what he told me. Yes, that he tells people that a lot. He's a liar. He's a liar. But I want to start unboxing stuff, so we're going to bounce over to that. And you, crew, are going to have some level of control over what we do. So I'm going to move over to the table, to the painting area. Let's go through how tonight. Okay. So, as you can see, we're already all set up over here. We've got 3 boxes on the desk already. So, let's get some music going as well. Do let me know if the music is too loud or too quiet. I think I should be okay with the volume level, but if I need to turn it up or down, let me know. So, here is how the Epic Encounters work. So for those who are unfamiliar with the range, oh, the boxes are gorgeous, Sahana. They are so pretty. So, Epic Encounters. Let's talk about what it is. So it is a series of... you can run them as one-shots, or you can run them as... Hey, well, before I go into the explanation, let me pause that. Hello, Wireless Riot. Ahoy, ahoy. Welcome in, welcome in. Wireless Raid, welcome in. Ahoy, ahoy. Thank you very much for bringing everyone over. So you can always... I always tell it's a good game when it's in all caps. Astroneer. I don't know what that is, but it sounds amazing. Handyman Criminal. Love that username. Oh, and I love the perfectly... Oh, the perfectly synced emotes. I love that. Yes, space, or... Hold on. There we go. Spanish. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope that Astroneer was wonderful and a lot of fun. So for those who don't know me, hi. I'm the Painting Pirate, he, him pronouns. I split my time here on Twitch between doing mini painting and a full playthrough of the Final Fantasy series. We're starting 4 on Thursday. But tonight, I was very kindly sent a set of the Epic Encounters range from my friends over at Steamforged Games, and we are going to be unboxing this tonight. So, top of the explanation. What is Epic Encounters? Thank you, Sahana. It is a series of RPG encounters for D&D 5th edition. I'm sure you could adapt them to other modules if you wanted, but the rule set that they provide is designed to be compatible with 5th edition. The range currently has 6 entries in it. All of the files. So we are currently doing the mainline series Candyman. So we've done 1, 2, 3. We're starting 4. I'm still debating whether I want to throw in the After Years in the middle. I'm probably going to, though, move straight to 5 and eventually do other spin-offs. The one diversion from this I will be taking is when, in about 3 years' time, I finally hit Final Fantasy X. I will be following that up with 10-2, because 10-2 does not get the respect it deserves. It's an amazing game, and I will see that rectified. So, anyways, so there are six sets in Epic Encounters, divided into 3. So there are 3 like dungeons, essentially. Akiros has gone to get water. He'll be back. So there are 3 sets of dungeons, and then there are 3 boss encounters. Tactics will be... I will be playing Tactics, but I will be doing that after I get through the numbered ones. But Tactics is one of my all-time favorites, and I will be throwing that in at some point. I love Final Fantasy Tactics. And it will be the War of the Lions version, because that has Balthier in it. But so they're split into... So what we have on the desk right now is the... so each of these has 20 minis with them. It comes with maps, tokens, all that other fun stuff. So this is kind of the... So you could run these as a one-shot. And each of these then has a themed to it boss encounter that is optional that you can throw in at the end. So the way I've decided makes sense to do this tonight... Did I pause the music somehow? So the way I've decided this is going to work tonight is we're going to do each set in that order. So we're going to do the one-shot like encounter bit, and then we're going to do after that the boss encounter that is associated with it, because I think that makes the most sense. So the part of this crew that you get to control is we have Chambers of the Serpent Folk, we have Shrine of the Kobold Queen, and we have Arena of the Undead Horde. What do we want to start with? I give this decision to you, crew. We're gonna pick which. So, well, I'm not gonna bother running a full poll for it. So just Snacks. We got snacks. We got kobolds, and we got undead. So, I could roll a dice, Panda, but I want to get the opinion from chat. Okay, so I see undead. We got one for undead, one for snacks, one for kobolds. I should have expected that. I see another for undead. I see snack. Yes, rooms of the snack buddies, skelly Black Friday crowd in the mall, and gathering of dragon uwu. And now we've mixed it up even more. Yes, I see another for undead. I should have done it as a poll, shouldn't I? I should have done it. I need to learn how to actually run polls on Twitch. I've never done it before. See, kobolds. I think I saw I saw a lot for snacks, so I think we're gonna start with snacks. I saw snacks first, so we're gonna start with the snacks. Yeah, you know what, Sahana, go ahead. Would you mind? Let's do it. Just run it for like a minute, or whatever the lowest possible amount of time is. That would be fantastic. And I'm very deliberately not pulling out what the bosses are, because those will be a surprise. They're all going to be cool. They're going to be cool, and we're going to get through all of them anyway. But yes, flash poll. Kiros is back. Kiros is down by my arm saying he needs more treats. So yes, get those votes in. And then I, in the meantime, need to pull out my hobby knife so I can actually remove this cellophane. It is up. I do see it. I see. What do we do first? Right, Kiros, can I back up a bit? See, snack, undead, kobold. Or just even out the vote 3 ways. Yeah, that I fully expect that's what's going to happen, Stephen, because that's how the internet works. I see snacks. Snacks are slightly ahead though. Snacks are slightly. Oh no, there goes the undead pulling up. Balance in the force. Yes, the poll has flash. Geez, hey Pulsar. Yeah, yeah. It's a the poll has flash. It cannot run on Internet Explorer. You did that on purpose, didn't you, crew? You deliberately evened out the poll. I swear you did that on purpose. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be, indeed. Oh, nope, we got a final... Snacks one. Okay, that last minute save. Last minute save of the snacks. Why is this... I can't find any songs to... Oh, it's because I put Pretzel into YouTube. I can't find anything, sorry. So tempted to not vote. Well, thank you for coming through at the last minute, SNB. All right, so we will move out of the way the Kobold Queen and Arena of the Undead Horde. We start with Chambers of the Serpent Folk. All right, so let's take a look and see what's in here. Now, I will be pulling out the maps and the minis. I'm not going to go super deep into the module itself, because spoilers, I'm not going to do that. Maybe somebody wants to run these because they look fantastic. So I don't want to spoiler for anyone what the actual module content is. But we can at least see the maps. We can get a sense on the quality of the stuff that's in here. Do epic encounters. So let's get this open. Again, the box art is absolutely stunningly gorgeous. Open, there we go. Very tight, it's a tight fit. It's a very tight fit. There we go. All right. Box. Okay, so we have a wonderful booklet. Oh, and yeah, this is the stuff that we're not going to go super deep into. But we do have our one-shot stuff. There's our licensing agreements. There's the team. So yeah, we've got... If you're familiar with D&D modules, you know this type of thing. You know how they work. We got some maps. We got a whole bunch of stuff. We got, ooh, strange magic. Strange magic. I like that. We got lots of... Do we have... Oh, we got a lot of lore. We do like us some lore. That's always fun. Oh, hey, and here's the... Oh, this is interesting. So here we go. They're divided into 3 tiers of play, making suitable for as many different player groups as possible. Oh, I like this. Okay, so I've actually not seen a lot of modules do this. So the tier of play and difficult, like lower, mid, higher levels, it gives different DCs and damage based on the level of the party you're using. So you have a I really like that, because most modules I see are like, this is a third level adventure. This is a fifth level adventure. I very much like that as a, oh, you can, here's ways to run this for multiple different level ranges. That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. Here's our battle map. It's big. It's big. It's shiny. It's very cool looking. It's got a snack on it. It's got a snack. There you go. It's got snacks. And we got, ooh, big old temple map. I like that. Danger nudes. I think, yeah. Danger nudes. That's yeah. I'm not going to touch that one. Yep, they do bring. Yeah, they bring the maps, and it's a nice quality map too. It's nice, and of course we have in here 20 minis. Let's take a look at the minis. We've got a range of them. Oop, they are sellotaped on. I'm in rare form tonight. No, you're totally fine, Panda. Well done. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. That was mostly a, oh, my gut instinct is to escalate this, and I probably shouldn't do that on a stream where I'm trying to be professional. It's like, oh, I got so many ways I can escalate that. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Nope. Nope. I refuse. Not tonight. Get the sellotape off. There we go. All right. So we'll pop you back in the box for a minute. Have our... Oh, is it sellotape on the other side too? Oh, no, it's just... Come on. There we go. Very well secured. It is very well secured. All right. Do we have here? Do I have a list as to what each of these are? I think I saw... Yes, we do. Okay. So we have 6 Serpent Folk Half-Bloods. Oh, they actually come attached to bases already. That's nice. So let's... I'm probably going to have to do this because there's so much stuff in the bag. Come on. Can you focus in? So much stuff in the background. There we go. It's focusing. There we go. So this, so we have 6 of these. This is our Serpent Folk Half-Blood. As per usual, very nice sculpt. I like the detailing on the bow. We got some very cool detailing on the bow in there. He's like, yeah, hiss, motherfucker. That's exactly it. I love too the sculpted bases. That looks real cool. I love that. Yeah, big open angy mouth. Big open angy mouth. That's a cool. So we got 6 of those. We have 4 Serpent Folk Brutes. These ones look fun. There we go. That was much faster. I like these. I like these. We got the kind of the cobra frill in the back there. I definitely like that. And I really like, we've got a ton of fun, like Aztec style markings on the sword. Dig that. Yep. The scales look great. That's these scales. These are going to take a dry brush real well. These are going to take a dry brush real well. That a lot. So we got 4 of those. Those are the Serpent Folk Brutes. Then we have 7 Serpent Folk Nematoa. I don't know what a Nematoa is, but there we go. We got some fun hooded snakes. Oh wow! Oh, that's delicate. It's doing a blep. It's got a little tongue. I was like, is that a part of, like, molding? Nope, they got the tongue hanging out. We got to blip. But yeah, we have hood, dagger. Yeah, very delicate. I'm always impressed with minis when they manage to do this type of stuff in mass production. With those separate fingers like that. That's real delicate. That's real delicate. They were called Nemetoa. Nemetoa. Those are very cool. Dig that. So we got 6, actually is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 7 of them, but one of them is like the lead. Yeah, cringes and resin printing, right, Panda? And then this one with the scythe. That's a fun crown. Like that. I like that a lot. Dig that. The nice solid, the snakes are nice solid sculpts too. This has got some heft to it. I dig that. And then over here we have get your Raymond Holt gifts out because it's a bone naga. Oh, this is honestly, this is kind of disgusting, and I love it. Like, look, we got parts, yeah, but we got the skeleton showing through with like wormy intestines. This is absolutely disgusting, and I love it. Oh, that's vile. So cool. Fangies, double fangs, fangies. The way I need to resist the obvious bone nude ding. It's mini paint. It's minis, Panda. It's nothing but innuendo. Nothing but innuendo. Oh, and look around at the tail too. The flesh is all gone from the tip of the tail. Oh, that's so tiny. Oh, they've done a great job with these sculpts. They've done a really great... Honestly, the sculpts look... I'm actually very impressed with the printing process. I'm very impressed with the printing process on this. They did a real good job about getting that detailing in there. And then we have the Gloom Wraith. Which this is just fun. This is just fun. It's a... We still got the snake head. Oh, get you a macro lens for your next Steam Forged unboxing. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. A macro lens is like, next thing is like, ooh, possibly that. Just really want to paint that in weird colors. Yes, yes. Actually, if I want, I can actually. I actually zoomed as far out as I possibly could be. Let's go in a bit for this. But that focus, and I apologize. It's gonna wobble a minute there. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. What I should have done for these is I should zoom in. I keep forgetting I can do that now. Yeah, this one has so much like swirly, cool smoke effect stuff. Dig that. And lastly, for this one, we have the Serpent Queen, who we dig a multiple armed snake carrying the skull of their enemy with arms coiled with other snakes. Dig that. We've got nice gems down here too. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, she's gonna be real fun. I love the pose too. I love the pose. That's awesome. Cypher, thank you very much for the host. Welcome in. She's going to be real fun to paint. I say it needs to hurry up, and the weather needs to calm its shit so that I can get back to doing some priming. It goes well. We just got started. We're on the very first box. What does a 6 foot tall snake need? Arms, 2 pairs, indeed. Yeah, we got a pretty sizable. How many pages are in this thing? Does it say 32-page booklet? We've got all man. Like I say, I'm not going to go too deep into this because there's spoilery stuff in there for anyone who wants to run this later. But that's fun. So let's pop this one back in. Can I get you back in there? Oh, go on. Box is very, very well done. There we go. So that goes, and of course we again have our double-sided map for our temple adventure. I think the glowy stone on that. That's really cool. A painting will just say, so we're just doing an unboxing tonight, Cypher. None of them are getting painted. We're not doing any painting tonight because it's just a bonus thing. So just the unboxing tonight. Let's pop that down. There we go. So seal that one up. So there is our Chambers of the Serpent Folk, which leads into the boss encounter from that set. Is these ones. The Temple of the Snake God. So, as mentioned, each of the primary encounter piece has about 20 minis in each. Up to 20. I think they all have 20 from what I remember looking at previously. And they each lead to a single boss encounter. This is the boss encounter for the Temple of the Snake Folk. The boss encounters have 1 mini in them. But you may note the size of the box. Actual size, it says. Maximum danger nude, indeed. Maximum danger nude, it certainly is. Alright. A large snake deity, indeed. I will be honest, the boss ones are the ones I'm the most excited to check out. I can get this open up. Here we go. Come on. This one has a lot more pieces in it. But, holy crap, that's got... Wow, there's a lot. This has the book for the boss is just as thick as the previous one. I was not expecting that. That's fun. Oh, it's got the same map from the previous one in it too. Okay, that's interesting. And same type of thing. We have the difficulty tiers, so we can theme it to a particular level if we want. We got a bunch of tokens. We got a whole bunch of tokens. We got some dripping poison. We have... Why did it have to be snakes? Hey, Mac. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yep, it's got its own lore. Then we got... Okay, I see. So it looks like we've got tokens for a bunch of the minis that were in the original set. So you can, if you don't, so you can buy this as just standalone, it looks like. Is this the same map as the previous one? No, this looks like it's a different map. Maybe slightly different? Yes, I think this is, the map does appear to be slightly different than the previous one. I have that same gem that I was admiring. So yeah, we got another double-sided map. Here. Sellotape off. Come here. Come on. Okay. It is a big boss. Put you over here for a moment so I can pop this out the way for a second. Here. Oh. This is the snake god. On Temple of the Snake God, here's your snake god. This is hold on. That's a solid mini. That's got some heft to it. That's got some heft. It's spiky too. It's spiky god. Holy snack indeed. And it's covered in lots of other snack friendos as well. Snacks all over the base. Oiled around. Again, this is going to take a dry brush beautifully. Tons of detailing on that. Lots of spikes. Lots of scale. Yeah, snacks. Why did it have to be snacks? This is my nightmare, but it's a beautiful nightmare. Indiana Jones would heckin' hate this. He would. What I particularly like, and this is one of those things that the type of stuff that I know, having done this for as long as I have, they've molded in the venom spitty bit. Like, you can see the hole in there. So that's fun and terrifying. So you can see your acid damage coming right at you from that. That's great. I'd say kind of jokingly love that for me, but I actually do love that for me because I'm most likely going to be the one DMing this. So I kind of do love that for me. Drill a little hole and make it spit green gag. Hey, Hot Singer, welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, there's some stuff you could do with that. There's stuff you could do with that. And again, this is a beefy, solid, like, yeah, there's no give to that. John, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome aboard. That is going to be real fun. Oh my god. So, yeah. All those jokes you were all just making. You see that? You see that down there? You see that fairly familiar looking fedora that is hidden underneath of the snake? Oh, I love that. That is fantastic. 12 out of 10 trolling. Yes. Oh, that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. Find the focus, come on. Spoiling the end of Indiana Jones 5, right? There we go. Now you can see it properly. That's hilarious. I love it. Those ruins are going to be really fun. Tailing on the base too. Mostly about why Sneck did not do this sooner. Indeed. Indeed. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Oh, that's... Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can angle it so you can see it. Difficult to get the lighting going. Let me see if I can get you down. Up the lighting a bit. There we go. You can kind of see it in there. Maybe. Trying to get the angle right so there's no shade in it. There you go. You can kind of see it in there. There's a whip too. The hat has a whip underneath it. Just in case, you know, the hat, the fedora alone was too subtle for you. No, there's a whip down there too. Like, oh, it's more snacks down there. Oh, no, that's not a snack. That's not a snack. That's a whip. Little bits of broken statuary and idolry. That's fun. That's fun. Okay. There we have our snake god. All right. Thought that was another snake at first. I did too. Sahana. Nope. Not another snake. It's just dead Indiana Jones Imperial. Hey, thank you very much for the host. Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? How's things going for you? Tyrone, hello, hello, hello. All right. So we have done the Sneck people and their god. What do we think next? Do we want to do kobolds or undead? Because we got, that's the first of the three, or first two of the six. Kobolds or undead? Kobolds are cuter. And we got vote for kobold, we got vote for undead. Look down there, I see another vote for kobolds. See what everyone thinks. Kobolds last because they're cuter. Dragon. Oh, I'm seeing I'm seeing a lot of votes for kobolds, so I think we're gonna do. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Sahana. We get the poll going, which you jerks are probably gonna tie again. Yes, kobolds are undead. Yep, there it goes. It's tied. 4 for 4. Oh no, undead are peeking out ahead. But Alisay. Which one's for Alisay? Ooh, kobold. Ooh, it's tight. Ooh, kobolds are taking the lead though. Kobolds are coming out in front. Are pulling ahead. Yeah, I think we're starting to see a winner emerge. Unless there's going to be a last minute surge of undeath. I think we can see where this is going. I think it's going to be the kobolds. Unless we suddenly get some... Alright, let me start getting that. Board and... Yep, that was kobolds. Alright. Shrine of the Kobold Queen. It is. Crack this open. So this again is going to be very similar to the snacks that we saw. That we will get the... We're going to get a map. We're going to get some nice rulebook and encounter, and 20 minis. Going. All right, we have... I should have read the text on the back of the box too. So this one we have: the kobolds speak of a savior queen with visions of a world made new. Made, she vows, in the image of the dragon. This new world will belong to the kobolds, and the queen has filled her followers with the raging passion of her cause. Now, they will destroy anything in their path to claim it. Alright. Do everything you need to create an epic encounter for your role-playing game. Alright, so we have, once again, about the same... 36-page booklet on this one. Got the double-sided map. We got all of the fun rules. I presume this one similarly is going to have the thing at the beginning. Yep, same thing. We have the tier of play options. They are indeed, it looks like they are printed red. Also, I like the fact that they have this in here. Under the list of things that you have prepared and ready to go. You're ready to have fun. Above everything else, remember that this is a game. If you forget certain rules as the game master, don't worry. As long as you and your players are laughing and enjoying yourselves, you're doing it right. Yes. Yes. Accurate. 100%. Love to see it. Facts. Facts indeed. Right, we got, again, a double-sided game map. Game mat's nice and smooth too. Panda, thank you very much for the host. Yep, we got our double. Looks like we got a kobold encampment, and then oop. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, look at that lava. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, I love the print quality on that. Oh, that's really pretty. Wish there was someone to tell me that after the game and remind me it was okay. That definitely helps. And go. So yeah, printed in red. Red cobalt. I lava that. Well done, Listen B. Well done. There you go. My stream deck was hidden behind boxes. I couldn't quite reach it. Go. Come on. Go. Mac, thank you very much for the host as well. Very much appreciate you. Oh, these look like fun kobolds too. Kobolds are red. Red ones go faster. Speedy kobold. Yes. All right. So let's take a look at our... Oh, these are really fun kobold sculpts. I like these already. Okay, so we have 8 firebrand kobolds, which I presume are the ones with the spears and the bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, the ones with the spear and the bow are the base firebrand kobolds. Zoom the camera in a bit so we can see. Focus. There we are. Okay. There's our kobold friend. Let me lower the light. Oh, I dig this. The reflective on that light there. The tail is curled around the quiver to hold it in place. That's my secret, Gab. I'm always a hot mess. I know that. I know that feeling well. That's cute. Yeah, the red doesn't pick up quite... It's a little more reflective is the red plastic, so some of the details are a little harder to see. But... Yep, nice tiny dialogue. And again, even at a small scale, we've got some nice little scale texture detailing going on there. I dig that. I dig that. And then counter to those, we have the other 4 firebrand kobolds, which are the ones with spears. Oh. Ones have little spiky bits attached to their tails, which is fun. Oh, they're teeny tiny too. These are small kobolds. Small bolds. Like, for comparison, kobold, let's put one next to... Comparison, next to the Namarti thralls I've been working on, the kobolds are about roughly half the size. So roughly half the size. Yep, about 3 feet tall. So yeah, appropriately kobold-sized. Itty-bitty babes. Yep. And what do we got? We have... So that's those. We got some with daggers. We got 2 firebrand assassins. Because, you know, you always need more kobolds with knives. Kobolds with knives. I like the raggedy cloak on that, too. We got 2 of those, 2 assassins. We got some little potion vials in there as well. That's cute. I like that. But there's our kobold friends. I love them too. Yes. Let's see. We have... So it's the assassins. We got the kobold champion. Kobolds with knives. No bolds. Yep. The kobold champion going full-fledged. Come at me, bro. And very reflective, so a little difficult. Turns out the red is very, very reflective from the light, so a little difficult to lower it a bit more. Like the idea that the box contains everything you need for an adventure and the stuff to go with it. Whenever I GM, I forgot minis because I need to heavily invest to get the right... Yeah, that's the whole idea behind these, is you can pick one of these up and you can either run it as a one-shot or throw it in as an encounter in your existing campaign, which that's why I really like that they did the level range thing. That if you're in the middle of a campaign and you just want to kind of deviate for a bit and throw one of these sets in, cool. You can do it at a bunch of different level ranges. There's our champion. Then we have Think you'll all like these ones. I'm really glad we did the snacks first, because now we get kobolds riding snacks. Kobolds riding fire-breathing snacks. Big curved like half-moon blades. That's cute. I love that. Again, bows and arrows. I like the fire on the snack. Fire breathing. That's fun. I dig that. This is a firebrand kobold mounted on an ember rage fire snake. That's fun. So we got 4 of those. And again, we got that same nice textured. We got more fire on the base too. This would be really fun. This could do for some, you could do some really fun object source lighting with this because it's got the fire all over it. That's going to be a fun one. I can think of a few really cool things I can do with that. And we have these two, which are the basilisk handlers. I think you can guess what one of these minis is, therefore. Yes, kobolds on a snake. Bring it. Indeed. There's our basilisk handler. With the hood. Oh, that's cute. It's like, what's the weapon they've got? Is that like a staff? No. It's an anime-styled meat hunk. They've got like hunks of the ridiculous bone-in anime-styled meat. That's cute. So we got 2 of those. I like the hood too. The hood kind of reminds me a little bit of the Rancor trainer from Star Wars. But let's try this. Let me hold that in actually. We got, I mean, if we're going to do the basilisk handlers, clearly next up we need the basilisk itself, who is a chunky boy with, what's that? Isn't there a Pokemon that has like volcano craters on the back? Like one of the more recent gen ones, like there's like a turtle, Numeral Camera Up. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yes, kind of made me think of that. Yeah, we got that. He's got some little pieces of armor. I like that. He's had a bit of a wound there that they've just slapped some metal bits on to kind of hold it together. He's got a metal bandage on. But yeah, there's some fun. Again, this type of texturing is going to be beautiful with a more recent Pirate. Listen, anything that isn't like 2nd edition is more recent as far as I'm concerned. That one might be 2nd edition, I don't know. 2nd gen, whatever. There were 151 Pokemon back in my day, and that was good enough for us. Gen 3. Anything after Gen 2 is considered new, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, that's really fun. And then we got to do the, what's this one? The Priest of the Bloody Flame. Nice fire staff. Oh, it's like one of those like iron like fire things. Gonna be fun. Again, there's gonna be some fun stuff you can do with like object source lighting with these. There's lots of fire effects. Gen 3 came out Jamie. No. I don't need to hear that. Quick, distract yourselves from the advancing of time and the weird soup that it is with the boss of this particular one. We have Mother Krangor herself. We have a kobold with wings. We have a kobold with wings. And a wicked double-bladed whooshy stabby. Oh, lots. I think her cape is like chains. I think her cape might be chains. That's fun. I love her like mask too. It's very Triceratops style. That's fun. Lots and lots of red kobolds. I have a great affinity too for these type of dynamic pose minis where they've got like part of the basing sculpted onto them. I love minis like this. I've got a great affinity for those. So that type of cool, like dynamic raw pose. Those are the minis that really speak to me. So that's really fun. All right, so there we have our kobolds. A delightful, delightful kobolds. So let's pop the back on there. Pop our book back and our map back, which means, well, the kobolds need a boss. Lid gone. There, that's just this one. Here it is. So, I mean, I can't imagine what could possibly be an appropriate final boss encounter for a bunch of kobolds. What could possibly be the appropriate final boss for a bunch of dragon-serving kobolds? Also, for context too, you might this one, the Snack God was in a square box. This box is the largest of them all. It is as tall as it's as rectangularly large as the kobold ones, and twice as thick. So let's crack in to the red dragon. It says on it, it's gargantuan. Gargantuan. Yes, dragon. Oh no, I'm sorry your internet died, Sahana. Well, welcome back. We're glad you're back. All right, let's see this. So I think what we're most interested in is the book, right? That's lots of stuff there. They all have the same intro about making sure you have fun, which is fantastic. Oh, I like this. Young, adult, and ancient. So I'm wondering if you can stat it out based on the appropriate level of your party. That's fun. So yeah, we got lots of story hooks for potentially building that in. Things you might find, ways to use the terrain. That's cool. The blurb on the back of the box is what I'm here for. Yep. Similarly, we have kobold tokens, just like we did with the Snack God. So you can run this alone. If you don't have the kobold minis from the previous box, you can just run this by itself with the tokens. And will that allow me to take this moment to say, I know I'm a mini artist. I love minis. It is entirely valid to run with tokens. You do not need minis to run this type of stuff. You do not need to do any of this. Put bits of paper on with what they are written on. That is fine. You don't. So I like the having the tokens in there for that. Totally fine. Totally legit way of doing it. Got some lava pool stuff on there as well. And let's take a look at the map, which has just giant swirling pools of lava on it. Dig that. This looks like a very appropriate, appropriate final encounter area for a dragon. Look at the print quality on that too. That's cool. I think with the map done, I think that's all we need to look at for this particular set, right? I think we can just put it away and move on to the undead. Red Dragon who lives in a volcano because he's a volcanologist geologist. Cobalter is unpaid apprentices / interns. Make it happen. I love that. Oh good, it comes in pieces. All right. You out? Hello. Holy jeez. We got us a dragon. We got us a very, very large dragon with a pile of gold. There we go. There we go. Pull the camera out as far as it can possibly go. There's our dragon. It is a bigums. Yes. I'm trying to decide how I feel about that, because this is the part that's going to present a challenge for me. I'm going to need to remove it from the base. I will say, this is my first complaint about this. I do wish it was detached from the base by default. Because I now cannot prime this without covering that gold. So I'm going to have to... I can see on the bottom, like, there's definitely, like, solid parts where it's attached into the base. Let me see if I can... Yeah, it's attached in there real solid. That's something I'm going to have to try and figure out later. But holy hell, that is a beefy dragon. Like, this is like solid, hefty plastic too. Like, this is a big mini. Let's take out the wings too. Got the two enormous wings. Which one goes in which way? You look like you go on this side. Is that how you fit? I think that's right. Feels right. I may have to trim that down a bit. It's not quite getting in there. Not quite. Going over here, I think it does. That's going to take some finagling to kind of get those at the right angle, I think. But do I have these backwards? Can I? Where's the box? They're right. It's right. Yeah, so that's going to fire a bit. Let me remove that one. Can I get this? White. Feeling so I'm going to have to trim that down just a bit, I feel. But that's okay. That's easy enough to do. It is a very gorgeous dragon. It is a very gorgeous dragon. Definitely is going to require a bit of finagling to get those wings in. They're not quite going in. That's... I would keep these separate as a sub-assembly anyway for painting purposes. I'll have to trim that down. Not going in there. Lively Lichen! Ahoy, ahoy, ahoy. Welcome in. We'll at least get it, like, to where I can... It's at least sturdy enough to where I can get the overall effect. Going, there we go. Ahoy, welcome in, welcome in. Enter the gungeon. Nice, excellent. Hope your stream went well. Welcome in. We are unboxing some of the Epic Encounters range from Steamforged games tonight. We just finished taking a look at the enormous red dragon. And yeah, gargantuan is appropriate. Again, like my camera is zoomed out as far as it can possibly go, and I can barely get the wingspan on camera. Let me pull this back out for a demonstration for all of you. You can kind of get a sense a bit from my my cutting mat, but so let's go wingtip to wingtip. About 12 and a half, 13 inches. There's many. It'll probably, once the wings go in fully, it'll probably be about 12 inches. So this mini is about a foot long. Yeah. It's a big dragon. It's a real big dragon. And for context, let me fling one of the Namarti thralls next to it. Yeah. It was impolite to ask about wing size. It's true. Yeah, this is a behemoth of a mini. Oh, this is gonna be a joy to paint. This is going to be an absolute. Oh yeah, this is hefty. Like if I just kind of it's probably gonna shake the camera as I do this. Like, yep, as I knock off the wings. But yeah, it is. It's got some heft to it. Yeah. I mean, get the wings on, get all painted up. This is one of those things as a DM where I just think of like, oh, just imagine. Yeah, mini? Nay, it's a biggie. Yeah, this is a biggie. This is one of those situations where you're building up to an encounter with your players, and you just get that reaction when you slap this down on the table in front of them. That's where it gets real fun. That's when it gets really fun. That reaction, I live for that. Definitely have to carve out some of the... Or possibly heat it. Because there's definitely part of this that's getting blocked. So I have to figure out exactly... Easy enough to do. A maxi. It is indeed a maxi. But yeah. That is the the red dragon that the kobold encounter builds up to. Yeah, that is why this is why I have a heat gun. This is why I have a heat gun. Air dryer would work just as well, but I have a heat gun for this exactly this type of thing. To where with a lot of there's a tip for you with a lot of minis like this. If you're having this type of problem where it won't quite go together, take a hair dryer and just run it over that for about 10 seconds, 20, depending on the size of the mini. It will make the material a bit more pliable. So that's a good way to straighten. Like if you get a mini that has like a bent sword, hair dryer on the sword for a bit, find some way to straighten it out, and just let it cool down. It'll retain that position. How do you glue that together? So what I would personally do with a mini of this size with wings like this, I wouldn't. So because this already has a really robust set of, it's got a nice solid pin, and it's got this really ridged kind of area to keep it in position. With this, all I would do is take some super glue and just run it alongside like that. If it didn't have this extra pin on it, or this extra plug right here, what I would do is I would take my trusty hobby drill, and I would drill out part of the mini. This is what I've done. Let me find a good example. So this is actually what I've done with the Namarti thralls, is I've drilled into their feet. Out of the way so the camera doesn't focus on it for a moment. I can give the camera just a minute to focus. Thrall. It sometimes does take just a minute to find it. There we go. Excellent. So what I've done, you can see on the base here, where I've got what is essentially paper clips. This is actually Christmas ornament hanging wire that I bought. I've drilled with that hobby knife into the foot, and I drilled through the base and super glued that in. That's just this little extra way of securing it to the base. So if it wasn't for the fact that it already has those solid pins on it, I would do that. But because it does already have a really like solid way of connecting them together, originally the heat gun trick about 10 hours ago, I melted them in with my lighter trying to, oh no, yeah, lighter's not going to work. No, yeah, you don't have, the problem with a lighter is you don't have, as I'm sure you've now realized, you don't have control over the heat level. Whereas with a heat gun or even a hairdryer, you're much, you can take care of that much more easily. It literally turned black. Yeah, that's too much heat. That's too much heat. All right. Okay. How do these wings go in? Let me try and put these back. I should have paid more attention to how these wings went in, because now I don't know how to put them back again. The problem for future pirate. That is a problem for future me. Fuck that guy. All right. There we go. I'm an impatient person, though, it's not surprising. Yeah, mini. The longer I work on minis, the more I have to learn patience, and I struggle with that. I struggle with that. There is our dragon. All right. So we have gone through the kobolds. We have gone through the dragon. We have gone through the snake folk. We have gone through the snake god. This leaves, finally, the arena of the undead horde. Check out this one. And this one is going to have nice gray minis, it looks like. So hopefully these will work a little easier with the camera. Somewhere in the future, Pirate is saying, oh yeah, future Pirate and past Pirate do not get along. Vegetarian zombies, they're here for your grains. Yes, exactly. Well done. Nice one, Mac. Love it. Have in here the Undead Horde. Arena of the Undead Horde. So we got, once again, 20 minis. Same as ever. We've got gorgeous artwork in here too. Same thing. Tiers of play. Same level 1 to 4, 5 to 10, 10 plus. Dig this. Dig this. Yep, this looks like it's kind of a Colosseum type setting. Let's take a look at our map. Yep. Oh yeah, definitely a Colosseum type setting. We have a fun bone motif going on here. Dig that. Dig that a lot. Oh, and this, oh, we got like, and so the other side is like a training area, so that's fun. Weapon racks, got some dummies for training purposes, so that's cool. So this could be a case of like, you know, you set this up in your ongoing campaign, perhaps. It's like your party has been captured by an enemy, and they've been thrown into this Colosseum to fight with the undead. For some billionaire's amusement. All right. They get to fight their way out, and no, I just said billionaire afterwards. All right, solo tape from this. These look really cool. These, it's kind of a tie between these and the snakes, but these may be my favorite ones yet. These may be my favorite ones. I really like these. I really like these. I'll keep back in so I can do the thing. All right, so we have 6 Iron Skull Skeleton Archers. Then hey Millie, welcome in. There is our Iron Skull Archer. Remember what I said earlier about how I really like molded bases like this? Yeah. Dig that. Yeah, we got lots of fun. We got some nice padded texturing going on the shoulder armor. I dig that. And for me personally, something I greatly enjoy in every mini, it's blindfolded. So even if it wasn't for the fact that it's a skeleton and doesn't have any eyes to paint, I don't have to paint the eyes. Oh yeah, the detailing that they have on these, like all of them have been phenomenal. But with this kind of cream color, it's a little easier to see, as opposed to, like the red was a little too reflective to really show well on stream. But these ones, you can really see all the extra fun detailing in them. I think the kobolds will show up a lot better once I've primed them. But there's, so we've got 6 of those. Then we got a variety now. We've got 4 Iron Skull duelists, who I kind of dig. Iron Skull duelists, which I dig. We've got a fancy cravat. We've got like a fencing style skeleton, which I've not really seen a lot of, like fancy skeletons. Also missing a huge chunk of the head. So, you know, that's nice. So after you're done with your coliseuming, you have something ready to go to put your guacamole and dip in. I can just convenient bowl. Yeah, we got 4 dandy skellies. That's good. And we got, which ones are these? Iron Skull Executioners. Such skelegants. Sahana, well done. So yeah, these ones have giant axes. And again, that really fun, like old, like molded, rotting armor that you see on a lot of skeleton minis. That's cool. That's really cool. Got some kind of like a hood. Again, hood covering the eyes. That's always fun. And again, all of them have these really cool molded bases, which, like you said, for me personally, that really speaks to me. I love this kind of fun textured base work. So much fun. Less work for me than I have to go through and figure out how to do some cool basing work, so that's always nice. And we got, what are these? These are Iron Skull Knights. Oh, we're missing an arm. Like, when I say we're missing an arm, like it's not like it broke off, it's molded that way. And a fun, like, it's almost like a snake patterned helmet, which is kind of cool. Dig that. Again, skeleton zombie minis, I like it when they're missing bits. It's just fun. That's just really fun. What I kind of want to do with one of these, because there's 2 of these, and what I kind of want to do with one is do a bit of a conversion where I cut the top of the mace off and find from another mini a spare skeleton arm and glue it to the top of the weapon, so it's like they're beating them with their own missing hand. These are just the things that I think. When we have an Iron Skull Leonite. It's a zombie. It's a skeleton lion. It is a bone kitty. It's got a bone mane. It's got a mane made out of spines. Oh, this is really cool. And then we got like skulls on the shoulder. I feel like I have seen this on a heavy metal album cover. Like with the pile of bones underneath it. Add that like typical like spiky pointy heavy metal font on it. Like this is an album cover right here. There's two of these. There's two of them. We got two Iron Skull Leonites. But we're not done. We now have... You went over there. Oh, you want centaurs? Oh, we've got centaurs, apparently. Yeah, we got undead centaurs now. These are the Iron Skull Death Riders. We got two of these. Is friend. Is it, though? Is it? Doesn't seem very friendly. I mean, you could ride it. You could, it's got, you know, it's got room for a saddle. You could ride it. Love this one. Thanks, Miss Face. Welcome in. Yeah. Yeah, the movement with the bit in the front. Yeah, this is a very dynamically posed one. This, I love this. This has a lot of motion in it too. And I'll just like the rearing up, the way it's kind of angled. It feels like it's got some weight behind this swing with its wicked looking side it's about to sling through. That's a very well positioned sculpt. I like. And we got skulls hanging off of the back armor there. And still has its tail. Still has its tail. Not just posing. It's about to hit something real hard. Yep. The players. It's about to hit the players real hard. Yeah, when I was looking at this thing down in the box, as I was looking through some of the others, like, oh, it's a mounted skeleton. It's like, nope, that's not a mounted skeleton. That's a centaur. I love scythes. Incredibly impractical weapons. Badass as hell. Yep, that's kind of the theme of this set. And speaking of badass as hell, oh yeah, we got zombies too. Not zombies, giants, sorry. Zombie giants. These are Iron Skull Andabatas. Once again, it is blindfolded, so I have no eyes I have to paint. It is about to yeet just a pile of bones at somebody. Yeah, it's definitely a friend. So it thinks you're hungry, so it's going to give you some calcium. Again, speaking of dynamic, we've got some bones spilling out of the back. I think these are probably my favorites. I think these are like all three of them so far have been great. I think this is my favorite one so far. Oh, yeah, we got a big old sack of bones. No eyes but glowing light sources behind the blind. Oh, that's definitely what I'm going to do with these, Panda. 100%. 100%. We got little like holes through too. And yeah, big old sack of bones. It's like the most fucked up Santa Claus. But somebody strapped to their shoulder. Oh yeah, and there's two of these in here as well. Two of them. Yeah, this is... Oh, I really want to run this. That would be fun. There's our skeletons. Our skelementons. But we're still not done. And I'm so happy the polls worked out this way. Because we have still the boss encounter for this set. The boss encounter for this set is the mini that drew my attention to this range in the first place. I'm very excited to show this one. And I think when I unbox it and show you it, you will see why. We have The Tower of the Lich Empress. This one. Yeah. All of these minis are great. This is the one I am most excited to paint. This is the one I am most excited to paint. I think it's only 8:30. What? Hey, honestly, like, I'm exhausted. Like, after my intention was after this stream to maybe log in and see if I can do some Final Fantasy 14ing, but I think I might just go on the couch. All right. Everything you need to create an epic encounter for your role-playing game. Come on. Oh. You're a zombie today. One of the ones from that set, Mac. There's our Lich Empress. Once again, I think we've got a bunch of tokens to run through. I suspect the Lich Empress is the reason your party is returns from said flopping on the couch. Yep. It's been one of those days. It's been one of those months. Like, it feels like we're already 6 months into 2022. Oh, look at this map. Look at that map. We got lots of cages. Fun, like, summoning circle thing. I don't know. Double-sided. With open cages, I think, on that one. Oh, that one, I see. So this is... Okay, so similar, but this one has... It's like a secondary chamber. I see how it goes. Had to do my influencer penance. Understood. Okay, and there. So here we go. We've got the tokens for the minis that we just unboxed. But here. Oh, good. This one does come in pieces. I was worried about that after the dragon. Oh, I'm so glad this one comes in separate pieces because I've got plans for the year. All right. Oh, we got a Beetle and Grim box. Nice. Is it the new Tal'Dorei one? So yeah, this is me doing my influence dependence. This is my first time really doing an influencer thing at all. I'm very excited for it. Oh, Witchlight. I haven't seen their box for Witchlight yet. I need to check that one out. I have to go after this and check out the stuff you posted for it. I'm very keen to see the Witchlight one. All right, here we go though. How do I get this open? Is it still like... There we go. Here we are. Okay. The base. This out the way. There's our base. Let's pop you down there for a moment. We've got our... And I'm really glad these came separate. So I can do these separate from the base. We got some screaming skulls. Second, come on. Got nice flaming ethereal skulls. Yeah, the auto it's not super fast, but it does focus, which is still a million miles above where I was. These ones are more like pets than friends, indeed. So let's see, are they all identical? So those will pop into. So we got 4 of those. Picks when you're not streaming. Thank you, Cypher. I'm very keen to check those out. Those into the base. And again, they've got a little peg on the bottom, so they're going into this nice and easy. There. No. And then lastly, we have... Throw her into the box. Lastly, we have the Lich Empress herself. up on the throne. Which again, very cool designs. Base. So I think with this all assembled, I think you can see now maybe why this one was the one I was most excited to paint. Give it a minute to focus. Do your thing. There we go. So there is our Lich Empress. Like I said, this is the one that drew my attention to the range in the first place, so I'm kind of glad we wound up saving it for last. Yeah. She is going to be so much fun. I can do so much with that base. It is intricate and badass, yes. And look, we've got all this kind of roiling smoke going on around the base too. And the banners and like the skulls for the armrests. Lots of intricate little detailings. Yeah, this is definitely... Oh, this is just as cool as I hoped it would be. I love this. I love how, too, with the 5 prongs in the back, it kind of looks like you're in a hand being gripped. And again, I'm glad that the skulls were done separately. Because the advantage of something like this is I can pull these all out into a separate sub-assembly. So what I can do is I can prime the base in a darker color to have it be all like dark and terrifying looking. And I can do like a lighter gray on her and the skulls so I can get some of the fire effects going on those. Yeah, she's real. You can say, and you say they can do them solo. Yes. So again, the idea of this range is you can either run them as one shots or you can slot them into your existing campaign as an encounter. And your options are you can run the base set and you've got a full like one shot ready to go right there, or you can buy just the boss encounter and it still gives you the map, it still gives you the rules, and it gives you the tokens, so you can, even if you don't have any other minis and any of the other sets, you can still run a full-fledged encounter. And it'll have like the minions for the extra encounter pieces. I say pull this one back up. So we've got like the various tokens for these types of things that you would need to run the full thing. Or if you buy both the like the encounter set and the boss encounter, you can run one into the other. So like for example, if I pop the Lich Empress back off to the side for a bit. Yep. So, one's this. Is this? Oh, okay, perfect. That's the Arena of the Undead. So if I go straight to the back of it, you know, prepare for the next adventure. It was, you know, it leads into, and you can kind of see from there, like how they've in their box art, how they painted that one up. Again, you can see why I was so excited for this. Whoever did their demo piece did a phenomenal job with it. Yeah. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be real fun. Curious if it tells you at the end. Give you like a yeah, and there's a little like plot hook at the end to lead into the encounter with the Lich Empress. This is great. I want it, and I don't paint many. Well, that's the great thing too. Like you don't have to paint minis to use this. Like these are, honestly, these look great just as they are. Like fantastic. So yeah, I'm impressed. The one thing I would say about these is, as much as I think they're a fantastic set, I would say, based on unpacking these, even though it's probably the one that I think most people might be the most immediately interested in, I would not recommend starting with the dragon unless you are already experienced with doing some stuff with minis. Purely because I am going to have to do a bit of work to finagle those wings into place. So I can see how maybe for somebody who isn't as experienced with minis and building them, that could potentially be a bit frustrating. So I would say maybe start with one of the other ones if you're not used to them. Like personally, I would say 100% go with the undead, which I know and I think I can kind of tell. So for context too, the Arena of the Undead and the Lich Empress, those just came out. Like those just got launched. And so I kind of have a feeling that I don't know which of the ones they started with. I don't know whether they started with the kobolds or the snake folk. I get the sense maybe they've kind of learned as the sets go. Because the Lich Empress is freaking amazing. I love that one. So I kind of can tell that that's maybe the most recent one because I've done some stuff with it. But if you are familiar with minis and you don't mind spending that little bit of extra time to assemble the dragon, holy crap, what a mini. Because I couldn't get the wings back in. For anyone who missed it earlier, it is a phenomenal mini. Or maxi, as was it was referred to. Crank that in there. Yeah. It's not a very mini. Yeah, like I said, a little bit of heat will sort that right out. But yeah, it's a big friendo. It's a very, very big friendo. I have an adult red dragon that's unpainted. I have yet to paint or assemble. Seeing this dragon made me shudder. So honestly, the nice part about a dragon like this, though, I will say that with just a base coat and dry brushing, this mini could be made to look very, very good very, very quickly. Like with there's a lot of really prominent texturing on this. It's going to take a dry brush incredibly well. So I've already got a lot of thoughts about how I'm going to paint this one up, and it is going to involve extensive dry brushing. Like I said, the one other thing I don't care for about this is the fact that it is firmly attached to this base. So I'm gonna have to. I think what I'm probably going to wind up having to do, because it looks like it's glued in there fairly well. So I'm probably going to have to kind of cut through and maybe cut through the pegs that keep it in there, and I'll just drill it back into. The gold does look really nice though. Like but for the gold, I don't think I'm going to reprime it because I do like the gold that they've used for it. I'm gonna slap some Nuln oil over it, and then to get some shading in on it, and then we'll dry brush the gold back up and go through and pick out, like, there's a shield here that's stuck in there. We've got like a spear shaft sticking out. There's all kinds of like weapons that are in the dragon's hoard. I do love the positioning of it. Like the dragon jealously guarding its hoard, I love. And yet, to Millie's point, in fact, let me pull one out for a comparison. Bags of minis that I have now. I organized everything the other day. Oh, the dragon bag is up here. There we go. So for comparison, and this is honestly a good size comparison too. Let me bust out. So I've got a dragon in my backlog from Reaper. And Reaper's Dragon is great too. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not in any way trying to imply that it isn't. White wings. Bag of dragons. Plug those wings in there. This one. So yeah, for some size context. Again, really cool dragon sculpt. I love Reaper's dragons as well. We've definitely got some don't talk to me or my son ever again energy going on right here. Like, this is definitely like, we got some ancient dragons, an ancient dragon with its like young dragon next to it. Maybe figure that out tomorrow, because it is bugging me that I don't know why that one won't quite fit. Hey Zero, welcome in. We're playing with dragons. We're playing with some dragons, but yeah. It's chunky. It's chunker. Compare the size to the Reaper Dragon, which is not a small mini. It's not small at all. But one of the Marty Thralls. Reaper dragons have that old English dragon crest feel to them. That's exactly it, Panda. They very much do. Most dragons I see are on the leaner side. Yeah, so that's kind of why I pulled it out. Oh, and Captain, thank you very much for the host. Hello, hello, hello. I think you're exactly right there, Millie. Like, I think, and as Panda said too, like Reaper's dragons do very much have that kind of old English crest style to them. And I think, same as what Millie observed, most dragon minis I see do tend to be a bit on the leaner side. This one is not. This one is not. This one's beefy. Like, This is definitely a dragon that ate its shreddies. And yeah, it's terrifying. It's terrifying in the best way. Wait, let me pull out so you can see it. Just look at the muscles on that leg. The musculature that has been carved into this thing. But the weight of it, isn't it? Yeah, like this feels like if you were to, like, if we think back to the before times when we were able to do D&D in person. Maybe you still are, in which case I'm incredibly envious of you. Well done. Imagine, like, as a DM, the sheer joy of setting up an encounter and just watching your player's face as you pull this out and plonk it down on the table in front of them. The sheer joy that is their terror. The thump as it hits the table. Exactly. Like, again, I'm not in any way disparaging the other dragon minis that are available and that are out there. How close is? Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome aboard. But the visceral reaction you're going to get, like, if you put down one of the other dragons, your players will go, oh shit, we're fighting a dragon. If you put that one down, it's just going to be, oh shit. Yeah. I love the, you know, it's, a part of it too is a lot of the dragons are elegant. This one is bestial. Like, this feels like a force of nature. Like, I gotta be honest, it's a proper Thor deck. Yeah, this is. So I haven't picked up a lot of RPG books lately because I'm only running through one module right now, and I kind of got tired of buying gaming books to never use them. This mini alone kind of wants me to pick up Fizzbands. because I want to tell stories around this mini. Like, I want to get, like, and because I know Fizzbands has a lot of the stuff in there about the consequences to killing a dragon, and the way that there's a lot more stuff in there about the way that dragons enact their stuff around them, and the way that they put their stuff around. This mini feels like it does that. You want the Fizzbands, I hear. Yes, lady, like it's definitely like top of my list of books that I want to read through at some point. Because I love the concept of like putting the dragons back in Dungeons and Dragons that they kind of went through with it. Like I said, a mini like this, a sculpt like this, feels like something that book is written for. You know, like, again, this kind of huge bestial force of nature, and that it sounds like, from everything I understand, that's the type of thing that you kind of get into with that. Starts plotting. Oh no, what have I done? But yeah, like I said, it's a bit, and again, the other two are no slouch. That's Biff. Hey, ahoy! Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. The Lich Empress was amazing, and yes, please do shout out for Daspiff. Daspiff raid. Ooh, Diablo 2. I hope that's going well for you. I hope that's giving you like the serotonin and the flashbacks that I imagine it would, because I played a lot of Diablo 2 back when I was still living in England. And yeah, Lonzo, hey, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. New PTR drop today. Nice, nice, nice. First balance patch in 11 years. Wow. Okay. I don't know whether I'm more surprised that it's been 11 years or that they did one, because I would have expected to be more like 20. Kind of surprising they did one as recently as 11 years, and also 11 years sounds like a really, really long time. I really, 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 really want to paint that dragon out. It's so, again, if you can do exclamation mark epic encounters. So once again, full disclosure, these were sent to me by Steamforged. For the purposes of demonstration, I'm going to be painting a lot of these on. So again, to recap for anyone who was not here at the beginning when I went through how this set works, there are currently 6 sets of epic encounters available. They're split into 3 groups. So each of them has a box of, let me pull back. Dead. So for example, this one, Arena of the Undead Horde, one of the ones that they just came out with, comes with 20 undead minis, and you can run it right out the box. So there's actually, I didn't read the blurb from this one. In the heart of a cursed necropolis lies a crumbling arena where death is both the fate of the performers and the nature of the audience. The city's skeletal guardians range into the land of the living, capturing poor individuals and dragging them back to the arena to fight for the entertainment of an unliving crowd. The victims are a brief spark of life in an otherwise undead city, extinguished all too soon as the phantom onlookers fall silent once more. Yeah, the undead minis are definitely my favorite. So yeah, you can run this as a one shot. You can slot it, and I'm gonna pull it back out and demonstrate one of my favorite things about it. 2 of my favorite things about it. Actually, pull back out the Tower of the Lich Empress. Yeah, you get double-sided gaming mats in each. If you only plumb for the boss encounter, it does give you tokens, so you don't need to buy the one with all the minis in just to run the boss encounter if that's what you're interested in doing. But here, I'll show you the things I really like. It comes with ways to scale it for different tiers of play. So if you want to run it at any of these level ranges, it scales it for you. I love that because I hate doing maths. Also, I read this before and I'm going to read it again. They have this list of, here are the things that you need to have in order to start with this. Is your checklist, the final thing on the checklist. You're ready to have fun. Above everything else, remember that this is a game. If you forget certain rules as the game master, don't worry. As long as you and your players are laughing and enjoying yourselves, you're doing it right. That's on page 1. That's on page 1. And one thing too that I really like is, I'm not going to go too deep into this for spoilery purposes, but in the encounter list, page 21, cinematic moments. I have aphantasia. I cannot see things in my head. So I sometimes, as a DM, struggle with this. I can't envision things, and so unless I have like a picture of something in front of me to describe, it sometimes can be really difficult for me to do that. It's probably my single biggest point of frustration as a DM. What they've done with these little modules is they have given this section called Cinematic Moments, where they give you some text to do that and help you set that up. So if you're a DM who really wants to do stuff like that, that's not really your strong point, they give you some stuff to really kind of go with that. It's like, oh, these are, in fact, like it's on the page for these. They bill these as cinematic encounters. So I genuinely think these are a great tool for a newbie DM. Like if you're somebody who feels like you maybe want to DM, but you're not really sure about it. I feel like, and so full disclosure, I only just unboxed these today. I have not gone through and read through all of these yet. I'm not going to do so on stream because I don't want to spoiler them for people who want to run them themselves. But, and that's the other thing I will say is, given the nature of them, given that they all have so many minis in there, I would imagine that these are probably going to be fairly combat heavy modules. So bear that in mind. If your player base is one who does not like combat and it's exclusively roleplay, you can probably adapt things, but that requires, I would say, maybe a bit more experience as a DM to be able to do so. But if you are a newbie DM and you have maybe new players who just kind of want to give this stuff a try, I think these are a great introductory way to do that. I think this might be why I get my kiddo. He turns 18 in March, is a practicing DM. There you go. And I think especially if you're kind of a newbie DM, it'll help you. It's kind of like running with the training wheels on, almost. Like there's stuff in there that kind of really helps guide you through it, so you can practice and then get that more experience. And again, and the minis are all by Steamforged, so you know the minis are amazing. Like we've looked at the dragon. Actually, hold on, I'm gonna pull her out again because I love her. We're gonna pull out the Lich Empress one more time for anyone who didn't see her when I unboxed her previously, because she's my favorite. And yeah, if you want, I'll give you one more selling point that I suspect might really appeal to you, Zero. Undead centaurs. I was like, oh, they give you mounted undead. Nope, those are centaurs. Those are centaurs. So, and again, I like this one because they have constructed it in such a way that you have convenient sub-assemblies. So it's great for an artist to prime the base in a different color than the actual focal part of the mini, which would be the Lich Empress herself. Lich Mommy brought you back. Welcome back, Sahana. Don't worry, we're going to be wrapping up before too long. But we had some more people show up, so I really wanted to demonstrate the Lich Empress again because it's my favorite. So you can just a dab of super glue will hold these in place permanently. Let me... There. Did have a minor breakage in shipping, but that's camera focus in on her a bit. There we go. There is the Lich Empress. This is the mini that sold me on the range. Like, even if they hadn't sent to me, I was going to buy this one myself. Because holy shit, this is a cool mini. This is a really cool mini. I love the ones that come with, like, the bases on. Yeah. I figured you especially, Zero, given that this type of display piece is the stuff that you do as well. I figured this one specifically might really appeal to you. Yeah, step aside, Cloud of Darkness. Exactly. Exactly. And this one, like I said, there was a bit of shipping damage. You can see there's this like spiky bit up here. There are two more over here. It's going to be a relatively easy thing to repair, but also I kind of like them being gone. It adds to the decrepit tomb like aspects to it. I kind of like them being broken. Like, it kind of adds. I think I'm gonna I think I may leave them. Totally thought that was yeah. Like, if anything's gonna break, it's a good thing to break off. Like, I only realized because as I was unboxing again, I heard them rattling around in there. It's like, oh, those were missing. But yeah, Lich Empress, love it. Again, I love that it's separate from the base. Because sub-assemblies are my jam. So I will be able to prime the base. Yeah, I need this. I could add green flame lights and torches. Yeah, I figured this one especially might have some inspiration for you. And since, to wrap up, I will go back, because I do have one more boss. The bosses are easy to break out, so I will go through one more time. We will bust out the Snake God. Pop you back in. Wait, that's so yeah, we've had Cobalt. So the dragon is the finale boss for an encounter involving kobolds. The Lich Empress is the finale for an encounter for the undead arena. But to wrap things up, before I call the stream, we'll pull back out the other boss encounter, the Temple of the Snake God. Dragon takes up my entire desk. Snake God, fortunately, is only in one piece, so it's easy to take out. Snake God. And just because I appreciate the trolling with the Snake God, and I want to show that to everyone again because it made me laugh. So the Snake God. If ever you wanted to inflict a giant snake upon your players, you have the ability to do so. It is a beefy, again, stretching the definition of the term mini. I will say again, one thing I pointed out with this that I first noticed, I love that they have sculpted in the venom sac that you can see. Close for the autofocus, so let's see if it catches up a minute. Yep, the Easter egg, Mac, is why I wanted to bust this one out. There we go. We got it. So yeah, we got the venom sac molded into the mouth, which I loved. Lots of snacks all over it. But in the back, this is my favorite part of it. You might note the fedora. And it's difficult to get an angle on it because the snake's body casts such a prominent shadow. But there is a whip down there as well. You just can't really see it too well on camera because the snake's body casts an amazing, intimidating shadow, which is really friggin' cool. But yeah, this part down here, that's not another snake, that's a whip. So yeah, this is another one. And again, this is going to take a dry brush phenomenally well. This is going to be one that's going to be really easy to make look really, really good. Really. Yep, survived the fridge only to fumble the snake temple. Yep. And again, tons of little snakes all around. Gorgeous detailing on the base. The mini work on the boss pieces especially, I'm very, very impressed with. And like it's interesting too, like for me directly as for context, I've painted a lot of Steamforged minis. I've predominantly focused on the Animal Adventurers range. So this is really my first time experiencing Steamforged doing large-scale minis. I've never seen their large-scale work before. Because most of the stuff that I tend to paint from them is incredibly teeny tiny. Like, for context, this is the size of mini I usually paint from Steamforged. Like, that size. So I've never seen them do their do that type of scale before. The first I did see one recently because no, he saw it. I did purchase something from them. So again, spoilers, we're going kind of Steamforged heavy over the next couple of months too. They did do the crit roll minis, Mac. Yes, they did. That was their sculptors. One of the some of the sculptors who work with Steamforged also are the ones who did the sculpts for the Dungeons and Diversity set. Yeah, as Millie just, as Sahana just used the command there. Horizon Zero Dawn. I bought the Stormbird. Knocked the wing off. It's not glued together, so. I bought the Stormbird. Oh, have you not seen this yet, Millie? Yeah. I bought the Stormbird. And, hold on. There we go. This is the maximum I can pull out my camera. See some size. Wing to wing, it's a 16-inch mini. This I'm going to be painting the week of February 18th, I think it is. Because I'm going to be painting this in to go with the launch of Horizon Forbidden West. No, this map is a centimeter grid. It does have like inches on the other side, but this is in this side is in centimeters. I wanted the black side, so. And yeah, it comes with a fun stand. My plan is to, because this part can be removed as well. I've wedged that in there real good. I'll do it later. But yeah, so this part will come back out. My plan is to do some paint on the base as well. I want to do some maybe like a snow base for it. Well, Zero, thank you very much for the bits. That's very kind of you. Thank you, thank you. Very kind of you to say. Yes, I hope Steamforged agree. I'll be sending them the VOD for this later on. But yeah, so also done by Steamforged, the Horizon Zero Dawn board game. And I think this, honestly, for a mini of this size and scale, I think I paid about $50 for the Stormbird. Which for a mini of this size is pretty decent. Like, that's a pretty good rate for a mini of this size. So yeah, I'm and also after seeing the Stormbird, now I want to run an Eberron campaign so I can use this as a boss. Like, again, imagine that if you're running an Eberron campaign and you slap this on the table. for a boss fight and just watch your players. Oh yeah, the muscle wiring is great. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. I'm gonna have to plan this one out a bit. Real fun. There we go. But that is it. We are done. We have done our unboxing. So again, thank you so much to Steamforged for sending me all of this. It was very generous of them. I'm very much looking. We're not done by any means. I'm going to be painting up a lot of this stuff. So this, like I said, my mini backlog is now 433, I think. So yeah, these are going to go into the backlog. So I think going forward, a lot of so we'll still be doing the Idnath Deepkin on Sundays, but I think Saturdays are going to be a lot of this stuff for a while. When the weather allows me to prime them, I need the weather in New York to stop being shit, so that I can actually get out and do spray priming. Please cover your furniture. Well, before randomly dropping that on the table, your players will literally shit themselves. That is the goal of the DM, is it not? The goal of the DM, exactly. The advantage of not playing in person, but then you don't get the satisfaction of slapping it on the table. It's, you know, pros and cons. Pros and cons. Where's the dragon box? There we go. So I have to now figure out how to get the dragon back in its box. Because yeah, the dragon itself is easy. I've got the table mid-fight. There you go. I have to go through and remember how the hell this fit in the box in the first place. And by that, I mean stare at it for about 5 minutes and then eventually give up. Oh, I got one. No, that one went in that way. I figured it out. I got the wings back in. I figured out how the wings go in. Yes. Okay. There we go. The dragon has been secured. The dragon has been secured. Where's the lid? And there we go. All right. You were winging it, but it all worked out okay. Hey. Double the dumb dish. Oh, there we go. All right. Well, thank you so much. Actually, let me bop back over here for a minute. My auto move button stopped working. Here we go. Yep, the scales. Hey. So again, thank you very much everyone for hanging out. Again, I know this was not my usual stream time, so I very much appreciate everyone for being here. Oh, no worries, Val. Thank you again. Lurking, always incredibly appreciated. So let me take a quick look and see who is on that I can throw a raid over to. Let's go. Oh, that's an easy choice. That's an easy choice. Okay. Yeah, Dean Stinford, may I see this fault? Please send more stuff. He does a good job showcasing it. Thank you so much. Very kind of you all to say. And yeah, I'm available. I'm available for collaboration. Steamforge, I'm coming to visit. Oh, glitter and spray glue. No, we don't need to go quite that far. But let's get the raid up because we are going to go and raid. Fellow Team Breadbox member I Geeked Out, Ed, is currently playing Paparazzi. I absolutely lost my everything playing Paparazzi last night. It was incredibly fun. So that's just a wonderful, cozy, chill, absolutely chaotic game to leave you in. Ed is an absolute delight. So. But yes, there's the button. So if you wish to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, where I'll be posting up pictures of the minis as I paint them, those are the places to do so. Fanhouse and Ko-Fi there if you wish to support me off of Twitch, where I get a larger payout. And we also do have a new raid command. We are going to unleash the Grade Hounds. It is a paint raid with the Kyros emote if you have it. If you don't, any other emote you wish. Again, thank you so much everyone for being here. I candidly was kind of nervous about this. Whilst I've done some like hashtag sponsor content before, it was ever keys that had been provided via my membership on one of the stream teams I'm on. It was never a thing with me directly. This was the first time it was. So I was a little nervous, so I'm very much appreciate you all being here and being so encouraging and lovely and sharing in my joy with these amazing minis. I say I'm very impressed with the sets. Steamforge did a phenomenal job with them, and I'm really looking forward to getting to slap some paint on some minis. Take care, have a great week. Captain's off deck. Good night.